Adaptive planning has three different types of sheets or templates that are used when reviewing and planning your data. These are commonly called the standard sheet, which you're seeing on your screen now, the modeled sheet, and the cube sheet. In any adaptive planning implementation, you'll most likely use one or more of these sheet types based on a few things. First, the type of user. If the consumer of information is a business line user that maybe accesses the system once a month to maybe create a forecast, they may be presented with the standard sheet, the most straightforward and easy to understand type of sheet. If the consumer is a power finance user, they may be using cube sheets, the most powerful type of sheet in terms of being able to slice and dice data. Second, the type of data and how it is best presented will factor into the type of sheet used. On your screen now is a standard sheet. It's what you might call a flat sheet. It contains rows of accounts, which can be your GL accounts in this case, or any other type of planning data, and then columns of the same type, in this case, months. These sheets are color-coded so that it's easy for an end user to understand. Green numbers are actuals and can't be changed. White cells are open for input, while grayed out cells are locked for input. Now there are other features on this type of sheet, and you can see them in our other videos on how flexible planning can be. The second type of sheet is called a modeled sheet. In this case, the data is more relational in nature, in that we are collecting data on specific line items. In this case, we're looking at a staff planning model where we're collecting pieces of information on each employee. We're able to collect different pieces of data in each column, and you have different options on how that data is collected, such as drop-downs, free-form text, and date selectors. You can also build calculations in these types of sheets as well. Now the third type of sheet is called a cube sheet. As you can see in this example, we have several operational metrics in our rows, and we're looking at those across time in our columns. Now we can use these dimensions to further drill into the data by selecting any level that we want in this case, or any product we might want to drill down into. We can also flip data by simply dragging one of these dimensions onto the column set. We can also stack data on our rows. So in this case, let's look at our metrics stacked by level. As you can see now, we have our various levels such as sales north and the accounts or metrics that we were looking at, followed by sales south and the metrics etc. So we've essentially stacked those. Now cube sheets really give you the most flexibility to pivot your data. Here's an example of a cube sheet with many more dimensions exposed across the top. Well, thank you for watching today's video, and feel free to reach out to us at revelwood.com.